Last time we saw the Death Machine, Sami Callihan, here in PCW Ultra, he teamed with the Chris brothers. OVE took on All Violence No Fear, the team of Pentel, Cero Miedo, and Warbeast. So there's been a lot of issues between this man Callihan and Warbeast, and it's gonna spill all over the Ultratorium, you gotta believe here.
I'm just curious whether Brody King will be joined by Warbeast, or will he be coming out by himself? That'll be a statement in and of itself on whether he's cornered by the tag team champions or if he's coming out solo. We're gonna find out right now.
Walks alone. However, he's really a one-man army, and a lot of momentum for the monster Brody King. As of late, he's been a buzz of the wrestling industry, and big recent victories over the likes of Puma King and Eddie Kingston. This king is truly sitting on the throne.
Brody King, the word monster gets thrown around a lot. He is an absolute monster, but he's so diverse and so unique. His approach towards wrestling, whether he's working with All Violence's legal rules or whether he's dragging arms like a luchador. The guy's such a mega talent, Todd Kenneally.
Got to play devil's advocate. Talked about some big recent victories for Brody King. Sami Callihan has had some landmark victories here in PCW Ultra as he gets some refreshment there.
That's not a good
courtesy
thing.
of the faithful.
That's not a good thing. Someone threw a beer at Sami Callihan. Probably want to get a couple refs out there.
Callihan spitting all over him now. Callahan's got to stay focused though on the task at hand. I was going to mention, Callihan has beaten the likes of Willie Mack here at PCW Ultra, the likes of Jeff Cobb, some of the biggest heavy hitters in the business. But recently, we talked about that six-man warfare, and last time we saw him in championship action, came up just short against Pentel Cero Miedo at opposites attack inside the steel cage.
Todd, you can see security now lining the fences as the tension in this building is boiling over. Sami Callihan hated so much by one of these fans, rather multiples of these fans. He was just pelted with beers and trash before the match even started. You could cut the tension with a knife. You could see how furious he is. Will that be in the mind of Sami Callihan as he faces one of the biggest challenges in professional wrestling today, Brody King, who stands across the ring from him at 6'8" tall?
Well, the canvas, the mat will be on the mind of Sami Callihan, and if Brody King has his way, because he's been devastating with that pile driver as of late. Easy for me to say. I'm worked up into a frenzy here too, here, partner. Again, a nervous look on the face of Rick Knox, and who could blame him?
Sami still wiping the beer from his face. I know Sami really well. I could see how furious he is right now, and he's gonna take it out on Brody, and that's a horrible situation for Brody King.
Two of the heaviest hitters in the sport today. Size discrepancy evident here when you see these two square off, and now on display. But the Death Machine will chop you down in a hurry, and that's what he's trying to do.
Big right hands back and forth from both of these men. As you can finally see the tension overflow, and this match has started. It is official.
This thing's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be fun to watch. Goes upstairs, and now answering back is Brody King, who's getting the early advantage, or so he was, until Callihan counters. low bridge. Beautiful veteran move there by the Death Machine.
Now, Brody King getting exited from the ring so quickly is not something he's used to.
Watch out, Callihan perhaps gonna fly, slides to the outside, and both guys so deadly in this environment. Choke slam on the apron.
God, what a hell of a choke slam from Brody King. Right onto the apron, and he's doing it again.
No, not again. Oh, right, that lower back, that lower lumbar, right across that hard edge of the apron. Brody King's so devastating out there. We've seen him powerbomb people on the apron, now the choke slam.
Brody King and Sami, neither strangers to the outside of the ring and brawling. We've seen both of them battle for and against War Beast.
Brody King, though, we're not used to seeing that. Rolls in to break the count. We've seen him in so many all violence is legal encounters. But here, this is a standard matchup. Although, what a shot there. You got to think Rick Knox is going to allow a lot of leniency in this grudge match.
Of course he is. Rick Knox, a veteran of the game. And I think everybody, including Knox, probably wants to stay unbiased, but everyone wants to see this fight.
I just hope Knox stays out of the way. He's gotten too close to the action multiple times throughout his decorated career as an official. Oh no!
Damn. Brody King missing the chop. And
as
both
does
men.
Callihan, so at least they're even Steven. We've got a battle of one-armed men here.
All those little bones in your hand, any one of them can get a hairline fracture and change the way you throw strikes. You can already see Brody switching to maybe a forearm.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you know, when hand meets post, post is going to win every time out. Have to be cognizant of the count, and both men beat it back in, and this matchup will continue.
I think Knox was nearly a 10 count, and both these men want the fight to go on. They knew it. They had to get back in the ring to stay legal.
Wow, look at this. Nose to nose. If looks could kill, these two would both be pushing up daisies.
These guys are going to do a test of strikes here, measure each other up, see who the strong man is between the two of them. Who's the tougher guy? Who's the better fighter?
Delayed reaction there. You could see Brody King wincing at pain in that big strike. Not often you see pain etched on the face of the big man, but the Death Machine able to elicit it. Brody King puts on the brakes. Oh, what a forearm.
Sweet forearm from Brody King. Right off the cheek of Callihan, who's able to fight back somehow. Both of these men from the streets, tough lives they've led. They've brought them to the success here in PCW Ultra, and now they prove to take the other one down and end the fight in each other.
Knees go weak for the Death Machine there. That machine might need some maintenance after that big shot. Sami Callihan was on rubbery legs, but continues to battle back. What a slugfest we have here, Christian.
Back and forth they go. Callihan thinks better of it, wants to go to the ropes, but he eats an elbow. Look at Callihan.
The
foaming at
suplex,
the mouth.
Suplex didn't work, but now it does for Callihan. What a counter. Third time's the charm.
I didn't think he was going to be able to get him up there, Todd, but he did. Great strength on display from Sami Callihan, who's undersized by 100 pounds. Able to pick the big man up and slam him down.
Now the old adage of it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog is very apparent when you think of the Callihan Death Machine. He will take on absolutely anybody.
I think those fans who assaulted him before the match really fired him up. Maybe brought him up to the task of fighting this giant man, Brody King. Damn, that's just disrespect.
Boy, there's a lot of bad blood and all kinds of other fluids that are flowing here. You're gonna see blood, sweat, tears, saliva, and everything in between here. Big lariat by the big man. Floors Callihan, looking to catch him sleeping. That hand was coming down. Great shot there by our production staff. Again, we thank you if you're watching live on Fight TV. What an event it's been thus far. at Believe. 3 championship matches still coming your way.
Taya Valkyrie's the #1 contender. We saw ACH lose to Jake Atlas, which was insane, and now this bar brawl is broken out in the middle of the ring.
Well, we've seen a little bit of everything thus far, and that is proof positive why PCW Ultra, the full spectrum of professional wrestling, taking out the knee is Callihan. No 15-yard penalty for clipping here. Brody was going for the cradle shock, but the knee buckled.
Damage done to the knee. In for the cover goes Brody. And only 2.
Stealing a little page out of the playbook from an opponent of War Beast past, the Monster Abyss, who we saw at Possessed.
That's exactly right.
Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer. Everybody looking for that all-important momentum as we are on the road to Anniversary 2K19. What a physical war.
Forearm to the face of Sami Callihan, who might be out. That chop might have woken him up a little bit, but he ate all that forearm. Might have lost a tooth into the crowd.
File this one under adrenaline could do wonders, because I don't know what's keeping these guys going now. Biting the bridge of the nose was Callihan, and it was just enough to get the advantage. Can he take him up and over with the power bomb? The Monster holding on, gonna turn him inside out. Look at this.
Oh, God! A super kick to the prone body of Brody King, and look at the strength now.
Turned him inside out, now gonna throw him in the hamper, perhaps. Almost a variation of the cradle shock. Stealing a page, gonna steal the win, not yet.
Rick Knox in a bad spot there. Sami Callihan landed right on top of him.
Can't say I'm necessarily surprised though, partner. We talked about it. Right there in the trenches in a battle like this is senior official Rick Knox.
All of Sami's weight in his sternum just fell on top of the head and neck area of the veteran Knox.
And until Rick Knox is back in control of his mental faculties and can clear the cobwebs, it's kind of all bets are off, and in a way, all violence is legal for the moment.
And Knox still down. This match is going on as if it has an official, but it does not.
Cradle
and that
shot.
is a cover, Todd.
There's one.
That's a cover.
Count 2. The crowd counting in unison. He had him down for a 6 count, perhaps 7. This match should have been over, but no official there to make the pin and the call.
And not without controversy does this match continue now, as Rick Knox is absolutely out of it.
Low blow, but it's only illegal if you get caught. Callihan, Death Machine now with the pile driver, just sticks the Monster. And now a pin the other way.
Wait, there's a ref.
A second referee. Hand was coming down. Well, you mentioned WrestleMania 6 earlier. That happened between Hogan and Ware. I'll have you know Hogan had him pinned for a 6 count.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Well, you got to think fines are going to be levied here. What the hell?
What is he doing? Sami Callihan has lost it.
He's got no remorse for his actions. Absolutely waylaid an official.
And, oh, shit. Oh, he's got a steel chair, Todd.
This thing getting out of control in a hurry. The original official, Rick Knox, still just not a creature was stirring, and that's Knox's barely.
Sami Callihan looks bloodthirsty. And he has a steel chair in the center of the ring. But a message from Brody, my God, another low blow.
Little buyer's remorse. Both these guys gonna be on the naughty list.
Both men connecting with low blows as the senior official Rick Knox tries to gain his wits. we have lost all control here in this one-on-one match.
Boy, if these guys talk trash at this point, they're gonna be doing it in a high voice, I'll tell you that. Oh, what a headbutt, vicious by Callihan. Hitting him with one hand and holding his marbles with the other.
Oh, thumbs in the eyes from Sami Callihan, and he raked it down.
Sunset flip, getting distance. Nice counter there by Brody King. Sticks him with the pile driver. He's put a whole lot of people away with that. Hook of the leg, Rick Knox back in position. Only a count of 2. Split second away from a victor there.
Rick Knox finally gathering his wits and heading over, seeing the shoulders down, but only 2. As he's woozy, but he was right on top of the call there.
This war continues. Brody King has put away seemingly countless opponents with that pile driver, so devastating. And again, coming down with all that body weight off the big frame of the monster. But credit to Callihan for finding a way to kick out.
We were looking forward to this match, and it is absolutely delivered.
Oh my gosh, that's disgusting.
He spit right in his mouth, rather on the right cheek.
He's lewd, he's crude, and now he's getting tattooed by strikes here by Brody King, going to work.
Both men so exhausted, Todd, at this juncture. Middle fingers back and forth, such disrespect. These lariats.
Man, I would not want to be the meat in that lariat sandwich. Oh, no. Close call there. Oh, low blow again. You got to be kidding me. Undetected pile driver.
Damn. That's got to be it.
Call him the draw, call him the desperado, but certainly call him the death machine. Killing every single rule imaginable and getting another big notch on his belt with a huge victory over Brody King, despite a whole lot of controversy throughout.
We wanted a fight tonight, and Sami Callihan and Brody King delivered one to us.
That was a war of epic proportions, and now getting an earful. Wow, what a night, what a fight. Got a Callihan mania running wild here, brother.
What a first half of the show we have had thus far. A vicious showing from Sami Callihan, who puts Brody King down.
The Death Machine claiming another victim in a physical battle that we will not soon forget. I don't know that I have ever seen a more personal battle here in PCW Ultra.